It's always a lag. Happy, I don't know. What today's date?
Let's
Happy Tuesday. It is like the second day after spring, right? I don't know how the weather is where you are, Stephanie, but here it's been kind of like cold lately.
Yeah.
But I really, really haven't been complaining because this is like so random. So even though yesterday was the first day of spring, we're here, and I was like, oh, even though I have like this little sweater dress on, it's still kind of like springish because I'm hoping that we're blessed with all the heat that I want to see and feel. So we'll see.
Well, here I'm just right down the road in Tennessee from you. But our weather can dramatically be different. So yesterday I had to actually put on a jacket. It was cold outside. But today I'm in short sleeves. It's been okay. I'm not going to complain because I said as long as I don't have snow, I'm not going to say a word. So, you and I love Caribbean. We love the sun. But we're going to take whatever we're given.
That's right.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Did we?
So we have two fun designs here. I was going to start out with DTV, but I was like, no, because you definitely have DTV on lock, and you're going to show them like a combination of DTV with vinyl, and then I'm just going to do something with fluorescent colors because, again, it is spring.
It is spring. So, everybody in the world should know. I mean, my excitement over Easy Color DTV is phenomenal. I love it. There's so many things that we can do with it.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have to have those expensive printers. It's just an inkjet printer. You can pick one up at your local Walmart for $29. I have a Canon Pixma, and it literally was $29. So I'm going to educate for a minute because you know me, right?
Yes.
And I know you have people that ask you questions about this. The biggest thing that I want to say is don't use photo settings or premium settings on that printer.
Right.
Because, and I know you know this, but for those that are, here and joining us today, it's going to lay down too much ink. And then it doesn't absorb into the vinyl, and it's just going to brush off. And then you're going to be disappointed. Standard ink settings, it'll save on your ink. You're not going to use as much. Standard ink, let it, print, let it air dry. We say 24 hours. And then after you press it, wash it. And that gets rid of any of that residue. I sometimes get a little excited and I don't wait 24 hours to cut it. But I do let it air dry and then I do wash it. So sometimes I get a little excited and I can't wait to cut it. Because you know me, I'm a little bit impatient, right?
Oh, yes.
So I'm impatient. And what's that other quirk that you give me a hard time about?
Timeliness?
I love to be on time.
Uh-huh.
And we were doing so good. We were 2 minutes over. And part of it is just because of technology. It wasn't you. It wasn't me. I was going to share my screen, but for some reason it says no. It kept just showing y'all a blank screen. So that's okay. We don't mind. We know between you and me, we can talk anybody through anything.
That is it. And then especially with the way this is happening, we can run it back. And then you can show your screen and, another time with another design.
That's
because
right.
Again, like you said in the beginning, DTV is like, you can do anything with it. So it's always fun things that you can do with it. A lot of things that you can apply it to. So, hey.
Well,
hello, everyone. Hi, Reem. Hi,
Jasmine.
Hi, Facebook user who did not log in. I love you. Hi, Facebook user number 2. Hi, Lakina.
Yeah, I have no chat, so I feel lonesome over here. So you're going to have to read for me and tell me everybody loves us and all the good stuff, right?
Oh, they said that you're amazing. They love you. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about the internet.
That's right. Be you.
I'm trying to, they said, Siser, you're not paying her enough.
Send in the love. Send in the love. So would you like me to press my first piece first?
Yes.
Okay. So I have behind me my heat press and I already have ready. So this is brick.
Ooh.
And I love brick. And for this project, it doesn't even matter what color. It's going to be hidden. So I have lots of fluorescent brick. So I'm going to do just a quick press. And basically, I just want to tack it down. I just need a quick tack down, couple seconds. And then this is a cold peel. So I'm going to let it get cool. I'm rubbing it on the table here to get that cool. And so if I'm trying to there we go. You see that? Oh, there we go. You can see that depth to it. Brick is thicker.
Yes.
And you can see the word. It says knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to make sense in a minute. It's going to come together here. So this is my DTV that I have printed. I have started her off. And what I want people to see is sometimes, it curls. Do you see where the heat will make her just kind of lay down and she just kind of nestles right into that fabric?
Yes.
So let's see if I like my placement there.
Okay, I'll tell her.
And this one's going to throw you off a little bit, but guess what I'm not using on this particular piece? I'm not using a cover sheet.
No, you're not.
No. And so this particular vinyl is a PU vinyl. And so it is not going to stick. Let me see. I'm going to press it one more time just to get her down. Just to get that ever so.
I like it. What kind of pressure you have there? Medium?
Medium to heavy.
Okay. Vanna said hello, Stephanie.
Hi, Vanna. Everybody,
let's see this. I know, Jasmine, no cover sheet. Listen, she's like doing all the things. I can see it.
And what it does is
it's like embossed.
It's embossed in there. So here, and it might be easier to see in her face and the color right there. You can see the E really well with this, just with that lighting. So it's embossed. So you could tell that she has like a library in her head, all the books she's read. So for me, that just kind of screamed knowledge. So I have embossed underneath it the word knowledge, and now I can fill it up with books and my Kindle. Because, if you're like me, I have like a physical book that I'm reading, and then I have maybe something on my phone, and then I have a Kindle and an Audible. So that was my project to show. I love the hand of that DTV. It's so soft. It really, really kind of blends in. I have put it on a little bit of everything.
Yes.
And I love, like I said, it's an inkjet printer. And if I didn't have a cutter, so for somebody that's watching, they don't really use an electronic cutter, you could cut her out with scissors.
Yep.
So, you don't have to have a cutter. There's lots of designs that you could use and just use scissors, or you could get creative and use punches that have different shapes and stuff with them.
Ooh, I like that idea.
So you and I were talking, it's not going to be long before we have graduation coming around the corner.
That's right.
Think about that senior photo, and you could print that. Everybody could wear it to graduation. To me, it would be even more fun to have like fun kid pictures of them instead of their senior picture.
I love it. Right. I don't want to spill the beans because I know that you're going to have to do that on your own segment. But what you shared with me the other day, it's one of those things that we can talk about, but we can't talk about. So I don't want to talk about it.
Yep. We got it.
But I love it. I
gave him a hint of it. I told him a little hint.
Oh, did you? Well, you didn't tell my people who's here, so maybe you could give them
just now. I just said you could
use
pictures. I was saying you could use pictures of a senior. That was my hint before I show my project later.
Uh-huh. One of the things that I like that you did, I didn't have the opportunity to, because my bag didn't come in yet, so I'm gonna share. I'll do the file another time, but I like the way the DTV pressed to that canvas bag. A lot of things really, really don't adhere that super. Excuse me, ma'am. Is that bag from our good friends at Sandmar?
It is.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Because you can never have enough bags as a crafter.
Exactly. So I like it. The brick went down super easy. So I guess the only thing is, what type of font did you use?
That one was a cursive font, and the name of it is, I believe, I love.
Is it I Love Glitter?
No, it's not. It's
Okay.
I think it's like I Love Mom or something like that. It was kind of a different, but yeah, it's a cursive because most of the time people see it used as a non-cursive font, just
The real right, because you want to go bold and thick, so that way when you're doing the embossed look, the vinyl has like little crevices to get down in, so that way whatever's under it can protrude out or up. Okay, so I was just passed. Magic hands, a DTV image. So I have to read this.
What? What did your magic hands just say?
You have to read this. Well,
I am not believing
Stephanie
that.
cut hers. Stephanie, did you do a print and cut with yours, or did you use the scissors?
I did a print and cut with mine.
Okay, so we're not doing a print and cut with ours. I think they use scissors, so we're just taking it off the backing. And I'm not going to use a masking tape. I'm kind of going to do the same method that you did. So that way, if it curves just a little bit. And one of the things which you said earlier that I need people to understand, as long as you have, or whatever your image is, if it's like a silhouette, something really easy, definitely. Like Stephanie said, you just need a simple printer, nothing all fancy. You don't need like a die cutter. I mean, but if you would like one, there are Juliets and Romeos available. I'm just, Mother's Day is coming up. I am just saying, okay? Romeo and Juliet. So feel free to have that. But if you don't, you don't, just to get started out, a printer, you have this awesome product, DTV. She pressed it to a canvas bag. I'm going to put it on a shirt. She did do a lovely woman with books. It's still Women's History Month, okay? But I saw this file and I was like, okay, I have to do this. It is super cool. My toxic trait is telling me that I need to do this in vinyl. So I am going to accomplish this in vinyl. But then I was like, you know what? Stephanie's like DTV queen. I have to match her energy today. So Claudia was like hard at work, like, come on, printer, you have got to work. You can do it.
So you have to put my business out there, huh?
This is family. We are here. They would like to know why you're late to the party.
And I was running around with
surely not.
Caucho pichao, like the Venezuelans say, with a messed up tire, right? Because I have a broken.
She broke her toe.
I saw that post.
Yep, she broke her toe.
I broke my toe, so I was rushing. We had some technical difficulties,
but they got it. They got it before I even was able to press. So we are going to press this awesome design. I think it will look cute on a black shirt, and then I'll try to do it again in vinyl on another day. But listen, so I would put the design here. I already like pre-pressed my shirt to kind of get the moisture out.
Right.
I don't have a carrier sheet, so I'm doing the same concept that you have because it's something that's whole and solid. I don't need anything to transfer it to the shirt. So we have it there.
Oh, I love that design.
Isn't it? Listen, my toxic trait is like, Jeray, use all the vinyl. Just do it. So
you can still add vinyl.
Yes. Yep. You still can add vinyl here. Somebody's name. It is definitely, it's very giving Easter.
Adult Easter.
Excuse me. Stephanie didn't use.
You don't have to since you're not using brick if you don't have brick, but.
Well, I want to do the same things that you listen. You did it with no cover sheet, so I'm gonna try it. You're not the only one that's allowed to have fun.
Yeah.
You were real bold with that. And if you know anything about me, I want to be bold.
Well, I love it because, like I said, that cover sheet is rigid, so then it doesn't get into that vinyl on that particular one
Oh my
because
God, I'm
it is a
committed.
PU.
Oh my God, I'm committed.
She's doing it.
Lord Jesus, let's pray for her.
Vaya
I'm
con Dios.
committed. Oh my God. Is it stuck? Is it there? Oh no. Okay, it came off.
I kind of enjoyed watching that.
You guys had to see me looking up under here like I was burning some pancakes. And I was like, is it gonna come off? Okay, so it did awesome. I love it. Let's look and see. Ooh. Now I see what you mean. Like normally, if I did, excuse me, I'm investigating. Excuse me. So normally, if I would have done this, I'd probably not use the Teflon sheet. I would have done parchment paper.
Right.
But I want to say when DTV first came out, me and the parchment paper, we were having a tussle a little bit. So now that I know that you definitely can do that, and I did it like on live video and nothing happened.
That's gotta be the
I feel
way
safe.
to do it.
Well, Stephanie
like I
had to
said,
do it
you know,
first.
to me, that reason that I'm not going to do it is I want that vinyl to go down into those letters and to really get in the E's and the A's and the circles and the cavities of it. So tell everybody, why do you sometimes use parchment paper and why would you use a cover sheet?
The Teflon sheet versus the parchment paper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because the Teflon sheet sometimes will pull your color. And so that's why I don't like it. I don't like it at all. In the parchment paper, I've noticed your color will stay here. It doesn't absorb anything from the DTV.
Okay. So usually I'll give you some education.
Come on with it.
If you have some color coming off on that, then you're laying down a little too much ink. So go in there and change that to that standard setting. And you'll notice if you use parchment paper, when you held that up, you notice it had a nice gloss to it.
Yes.
If you use parchment, it'll make it matte colored.
Mm-hmm.
If you use a cover sheet, it will give it a gloss. What's really fun is if you take that design tomorrow, press it with parchment, mat it down. The next day you can go back and re-gloss it. So you can, I did one design and you can, since you love all the colors, do a design and split it. Do half of it with a cover sheet and half with a parchment.
Okay.
And then you can really see that color change from, because some people don't like glossy. They really like that matte kind of finish. So that's what that parchment paper will do for you.
You don't have to say some people, just say men.
There's a few women. Yeah. You know, they're the same women that don't like glitter. So they're out there.
Okay, to be fairness, thank you for that tidbit. I didn't know that, but like I know when pressing it, I just like the parchment paper a little bit better. It does absorb like the little moisture and everything else, but thanks for that. You clarified that. Now we know I'm gonna do it half and half and see how it comes out.
See the difference.
Oh, the shirt. It feels nice.
I know.
Right?
I love that design.
Oh my goodness. We have this design. I'm gonna do it in vinyl.
Okay, I took a picture so that maybe y'all could see that. Do you see how that's coming through?
Ah, yes. She did knowledge. You see the G and the E?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So that's what's coming through on here. It's just so hard to get that with the camera. Not if I was using maybe the overhead camera, that would show better. But I just quickly took a picture so that everybody could see what that embossed look was. And guess what else you can use with that embossed look? It doesn't just have to be DTV. You can also do it with stretch.
Yes, most definitely. Thank you, Stephanie. Do we have any special announcements? Do you have any special announcements, Stephanie?
Well, you know, I'm going to come see you at the end of April. So you can tell everybody that we will be together. And we can Hey,
We
we'll
don't
all
have fun at all when she comes over. It's
no,
so
not at all.
boring.
And guess what? Maybe we could all go to dinner and end up at the same restaurant at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, it can be a
Oh, maybe.
coincidence.
I'll have my people call your people.
Because we tried last time to all end up at the same restaurant. Some of us might not have got there. Some of us may have got held up in traffic. It's Atlanta, right? You never know.
Yeah, right. I know, definitely. Do we have any announcements, sir? Stephanie's busy.
Any sales?
Later on this week, we'll be offering Easy Color DTV in the larger sheets and rolls.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Yes, later on this week. We had just gotten our shipment the other day, so we're able to offer it in larger rolls and the larger
sheets?
the masking. Yep. So let's look for that.
I can't wait to see what large project you do.
I know. Now I have to go find like a large garment or something. I don't know.
And one of
We'll
these
talk.
shirts.
We'll
go big
talk.
or go home.
We'll bounce. Go big or go home.
Yeah, let's cover a whole shirt with that.
Let's do a dress.
Oh, I like that.
A dress.
A bottom of a skirt
There you go.
of the dress, the whole bottom.
Or, hear me out, jean jacket, the long sleeve. Because now we have a larger surface. So now you don't have to
Possibilities
put
really
it
are
in
endless
pieces.
now.
So now we can cover a whole sleeve.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Here have another announcement.
Yes.
One more announcement. Today is the last day of our spring bundle sale.
Oh.
It's received an extra 10% off our already discounted HTV and adhesive vinyl bundles using code SPRING23.
Spring 23, everybody.
So vinyl bundles on
Spring just got here.
Vinyl.com.
There you go.
Today's the last day. Spring just got here.
Yes.
Well, you did it ready for spring. They should have already been anticipating it, right? You gave them a
Yeah.
whole extra day.
We setting you up for spring.
That's right. Well, guess
I'm
what,
glad to
everybody?
have you. But thank
I
you.
feel like I should do this to be able to push Claudia, just here, watch, like this.
See how that happened?
There we go. Teamwork.
Stephanie, thank you so much for having this. Thank you so much for all the education on this. We love you, and I cannot wait to see you in person. And
3 weeks.
Yeah.
And I'm going to sneak by and visit you this weekend, but it'll just be a quick little sneak. Shh. Don't tell anybody.
I won't tell anyone. I cannot wait to see you. We love you, and have a good evening.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.